Hi, hello, welcome or welcome back, Bookie Species, to another video. I decided to start this vlog very last minute. I wasn't planning on vlogging, like I was done with videos for the month. I wasn't planning on vlogging anything else because the next videos that are coming out are my weekly vlog, February TBR, January wrap up, monthly reset, and things like that. So you weren't gonna see another like vlog style video until mid-February. So this is gonna get thrown in randomly somewhere on a random Monday or something. I don't know where and when, but it'll get thrown in. You'll see it sometime in the next couple of weeks. So with that being said, hi. I'm reading two books with the hope to start another one, so a third one. I want to just get like 50% into the other two books I'm reading before I start another one. So let's start with the one that I hope to start reading soon, and then we'll talk about the books I'm actually reading because I have a lot to say about those. The book that I hope to start in this video is Spark of the Everflame by Pen Cole. Um, I am doing a continuing series vlog, which is the other video that I'm currently filming, and Glow of the Everflame was on the TBR for that video. But I need to do my reread of this, and I have been staring at this on my shelf. It has been staring at me. We have been looking at each other, and it's been like, read me, and I'm like, I'm gonna read you, so I'm gonna read it. I really enjoyed the first read through of this, and I heard that like book two branches out into a much bigger world, and we dive deeper into like the politics and some more world building and things like that. And I am so excited because I love Diem and I love Luther and I love this cast of characters we got in book one. So I can't wait to go back and read it, and maybe I'll tab it this time through as I read. So I do have a tab system for this already, so I'm excited to see what journey I go through on reading this. One of my two current reads is The Puppy War by R.F. Claw. You may be wondering why I am holding two copies. No, I do not buy two copies of every book that I like. Yes, I have the collector's edition of this book because I pre-ordered it when I found out that there was going to be a collector's edition of this book. Okay, listen, I'm a crime. I literally saw the collector's edition of this. I was like, it has to be mine. I need it on my shelf. It's going to be displayed forever and ever. So here it is, literally in my hands. I am currently actually reading the illustrated edition of this because I love the illustrations in this. That we get every chapter adds so much to the story when you're reading, especially in like certain scenes. Like there was this one scene where like the first years go and watch some of like the second, third, fourth, and fifth years like fight in this ring, and there was like a picture. If I can find it. Stunning. I am 140 years pages into this. I have just been slowly reading this because this world, it's a lot to take in. There's a lot of world building. There's a lot of plot to build. There's a lot build up to what the plot is going to be in this book. So I've been slowly just kind of going through it because this is a very much adult fantasy, but also at the same time it's not fantasy romance, which is what I mostly read. So this takes a lot more brain power for me to take in. But I am really enjoying it. This is my second time reading it. My first time was nearly 3 years ago. So this is kind of like my first time reading it all over again because I don't really remember much about this book. So with that being said, I am really enjoying my reread of this. I forgot how much I love Ren. Ren is a bad bitch. I love her. You don't. No one. No one. No one. No one. No. Not a single female main character will ever have as much aura as Rin has. You can't convince me otherwise. But I do have my second edition because this is the edition that I'm annotating in. Um, and so I'm just kind of like annotating in this copy of it. I bought this off Tango Books at the end of last year, knowing I was planning for a reread of this. If you see any purple, like this purple color here in the book, that's strictly for Rin. Rin, I gave Rin her own color. She deserves her moments, so she gets purple. But yeah, I'm 140 pages into this. I'm not up to date on my annotations with this, but I'm reading it. I'm enjoying it. 5-star feels. I think I rated this like a 4.5 on a first read, but maybe a 5 upon a reread because what the hell did R.F. Kuang put into these books, into this book? I don't know. You don't know. We don't know. So we can just drop it. And then the second book that I'm reading, I was kind of feeling the dark romance vibes. I finished Lights Out and I was like, I want another dark romance. So I started my very long journey. Okay, it's going to be a very long journey into the universe by reading Cruel King. I am reading it. I am like 11 chapters into this book and I'm eating it up. I am eating it up. It's so good, guys. I didn't know I would enjoy Levi and Esther's story as much as I am enjoying it right now. Like, we haven't even really gotten to the book of the story where, like, they've kissed or anything. But, like, I can feel, like, the tension that's coming. I can feel the buildup that's happening right now. And I'm loving it. I love Rena Kent's writing. I don't know why more people don't read her books because her books are absolutely some of the best books I've ever read in my life. Um, this is the like book zero is the prequel to like the Royal Elite series, which is where you're supposed to start in like the universe. Although there are other books outside of the universe, I think. But this is the book we're supposed to start at. Like I said, Levi and Astrid story, and I'm enjoying what I have read so far. Levi and Astrid are so different to what I read of Aiden and Elise's story. Because I did read the first three books in this series, without knowing that Levi and Astrid had a story. So this is like a first read for me, but then the next three books that I read when I read them will be rereads. Although I can barely remember a single thing about them, but I'm enjoying what I've read so far. It is really good. Like I said, Rena Kent, her writing fabulous. I am reading it on my iPad, and like I said, I'm like 11 chapters into this freaking book. I'm not very far in at all. Okay, I'm taking it slowly. I want to savor this book a bit. So yeah, I like it. It's enjoyable. I'm reading it. And that's pretty much all I have on the plate for this vlog. If I finish these, I finish these, which I plan on finishing at least Cruel King. So, and if I start the next book of the series, then I will. I don't know if I'm gonna get through all of Rena Kent's books this year, but it's gonna be a try, okay? Because I love her writing, okay? But I also have so many series I'm in the middle of that I need to like get a move on with. So we're gonna sit and see how far I can get. So let's just go. Let's go read. I hope you enjoyed this vlog because, like I said, it was not planned. I did not have this on my upload schedule, but I was like, I miss talking to you guys, so why not for the vlog? Fun fact: Dr. Pepper whore. Okay, I love some Dr. Pepper. My life. Um, hello. It is Onyx Storm release day, and I'm having FOMO because I have not even read Iron Flame, but I want to go pick up the book. I even went to Walmart just to see how pretty the book was in person to get a feel for it, okay? But I told myself that I wasn't gonna read the series till it was complete. But like I'm getting FOMO from watching everybody like pick up the book and like read it today. Because everybody and their mom is reading this book today. And I mean that like literally everybody and their mom is reading that book today. Like they're just like, if you need me, don't because I'm reading this. Well damn. So with that being said, we're gonna distract ourselves. We're gonna read today before I go to work, and then we're gonna come back from work, and then we're gonna read some more, and then we're gonna go to sleep, and then we're gonna wake up in the morning, go to work, and then come back tomorrow night and read all night, and then so on and so forth, right? Correct. Happy War. I am officially 200 pages into this book. I'm loving it. We are at the start of Ren's like second year at Tynagard. So we're about to get into the thick of things. Things are about to take a turn. Things are about to get dark and scary and freaky, and I'm excited, but also terrified because the closer I get to chapter 21, the more terrified I get because chapter 21 is engraved in my brain because of how traumatizing it is. Um, Also, can we just appreciate my annotations? I know I did like a little flip through last night of some of my annotations, but like I love annotating. Okay, let me just show you some of them. Okay, let me just show you. I I love annotating. This is making me want to flip through. Making me want to annotate some more today, and I may do that because this book deserves to be annotated like there's no tomorrow. Tomorrow, this is making me want to annotate like all the books that I've read on my shelves that are annotated and annotate them because some of them I've started my annotations in, but I haven't completed them. For example, what's a good example of a book that has lots of annotations in it? Oh, Felix Ever After has tons of annotations in it. Let me show you some. Let me show you some. I sound way too excited for this. But like, I love annotating. And I'm making an annotation video where I'm probably gonna babble on for like 30 minutes about annotating next month. And I'm super duper extra excited about it. Like, anyways, that's that for like the popular. I don't know what to say. I can't really say much, anyways, unless I get into spoiler territory. And I feel like everybody should have already read this. But if you haven't, then what are you doing with your life? Um, to move on to Rena Kent, I read 5 more chapters of it last night, and I think I'm on chapter 16. This build up that we're getting between Levi and Astrid, so worth it. I'm loving it. It's so good. These two, their back and forth is gonna get me. It's gonna get me good. I'm so excited about it. Yeah, chapter 16. I'm 115 pages in. I like Levi. I don't love him just yet, but it took me a minute. It took me a hot minute to get like fall in love with Aiden when I first read the first 3 books in the series. I don't think I really fell in love with Aiden until like midway through book 2 when I understood him a bit more. But I'm excited to see where this goes. Because I have a feeling this is going to go in a way that I'm not really expecting it to go. But I'm excited nonetheless. And speaking of Renegant, I made a Reniverse spread in my reading journal that I think you guys should see. I also did a layout for my February thingy, but we'll go more into that when I do my monthly reset and actually like outline and everything. But for my Reniverse spread, it's really simple. So like I have a title of each series on the top part and then like little boxes to fill in the color in. And each box is probably gonna be a different color, or either the same color as the title. I'm not really sure yet. But this is like all of her stuff that interconnects, which is pretty much all the stuff she has. All of this interconnects, and you'll see some characters from other series and and any of her other series. So yeah, I just thought this was a good idea to help me keep up with Reno Kid. I think I'm gonna do one for also for the World of Solaria, so like the Twisted Sisters series. I think I want to do that today. Next to it, because those are like the two big ones that I'm trying to get through in 2025. So in order to do that, I need to have a spread for it so I can kind of keep up with it. Um, and I might also do one for the Cosmere. I don't know yet, but there are a couple of series where I have a bunch of books in that series, or like this is a whole world that interconnects. So kind of like LC Silver books. I know all of her books interconnect, and then you have Anna Wong and her book series that like interconnect and stuff like that. But I'm doing this with more of my fantasy books, and then like my dark romance books, and the Renaverse is the only like one that's really intricate like this. And then the Twisted Sister ones is very intricate, and then obviously Brandon Sanderson is also very intricate. So yeah, that's like the little update I have for you. I'm feeling FOMO. 200 pages into the Poppy War, really enjoying the Cruel King and reading journal spreads. That's it. That's the update. I'll come back to you tomorrow around the same time, probably a little later in the day, and then we can talk some more and see where I am in all my reading adventures. Okay, bye bye. Every time I clean my desk, it gets right back messy. Because what is this? What? Hello, people. I feel as if I rearrange my shelves that sit here above my desk all the time. Okay, this is so off topic of what I was saying, but I just heard Nala sigh, and like, okay, so the underneath my bed, between my bed and my floor, there's like a small, minuscule amount of space, but Nala can crawl under that spot under my bed, correct? And she does that all the time, and like, it's crazy because I forget like she's in my room, but she'll be under my bed and she'll like make a noise. I'm like, and I have to realize that she's under my bed. Anyways, back to the topic at hand. I feel like I reorganize these shelves like every other week. But the setup I have right now is probably one of, if not my favorite setup I've done so far. Like I think this is gonna stick for a hot second. Up the top there, I have like my Blood Gray series, the Daughter of No Worlds, the Kindred's Curse Saga, and I left enough room because I ordered some books today, and they're gonna go up there because they fit into like this theme I have going up there, which is like, I don't know, they're fantasy books. They're like new adult age range kind of ish. So I have that up there, and I like that. And then like this setup right here too, I also love it. It's actually like one of my favorites. But let's talk about actual like reading updates. So I have not read any more of the popular since yesterday. I am still like 200 pages in, just barely. Like I'm on page like 209, still in the middle of like chapter 10, 11, or something like that. Haven't made much progress with it. But I have made progress. I have made progress with The Cruel King. I am like nearly 50% of the way through with that book, okay? And Levi King, Levi King, just thinking about him has me giggling, has me on my, like, it's bad. And he's a fictional character. But let me read this quote because he is a king, okay? He, do you believe in fate? He asked. I'm taken aback by his super out of character question. Not really. Me neither, but I'm starting to. My post quick question My pulse quickens at the irresistible drop in his tone. Why is that? He fished my hair in his grip so hard, so my head is angled up. I would have found you no matter what, princess. It was a matter of when, not if. Take him away, officer. That man is too fine for his own good. Like, I'm falling for him. This man has become obsessed. Like, I think this could qualify as he falls first because like he just accepted that he's obsessed. Like he's just kind of like, yeah, I'm absolutely obsessed. I don't really know why I'm obsessed with her, but I am obsessed. And she's like, maybe I like him, but no, I shouldn't. I hate him actually because he's the type of person that I hate the most in the world. And like she's not really accepting her feelings, while Levi is like, yeah, no, I'm obsessed with this woman. I don't think y'all understand. I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed. Okay. Moving on to non-British related things. So I have a crush. I have a crush on a guy, and he kind of has long hair, and he's always asking for hair ties. And you know, I don't have a need for hair ties, but did I get paid today and go to Walmart and buy a pack of hair ties for him? I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about him. I'm down bad. I know. But I took like 5 or 6 of them off here so I could have them, put them on my wrist. So that way, if he doesn't bring one to work one day, I can be like, here's a hair tie. For the sake of not exposing him on the internet, we're gonna call him Percy. And the only reason that I'm saying that is because I'm looking at my Percy Jackson thingy on the wall right here. So his name is Percy for the sake of the internet. So yeah, I'm gonna be like, yeah, you need a hair tie, Percy? Here you go. And I give it to him. Guys, this guy makes me kick my feet and giggle. It's It's so bad, guys. I'm so bad. Anyways, back to book related things because I had to talk about him. I was looking at the little like hair ties and scrunchies, and I was like, if I get to give these to him tomorrow, I get to see him tomorrow. Anyways, back to books. I think I want to try and finish this book in a couple days. I don't even know when I started Cruel King. I know I'm gonna this. I'm taking my time with this. This is a heavy, dense fantasy with a lot of things going on all at one time. A lot of world building, a lot of things are taking place, and it's a slow build up to what's the actual plot of the series is going to be. But I'm taking my time with it. But I'm also delaying my own hurt. But like I know I could fly through this. I know if I really sat down and just read, oh, this would be done. But I don't want it to be over with because the quicker it's over with, the more I bring myself hurt, and I'm not ready for that. But I'm gonna see if I can start. I can finish Cool King by like Saturday, maybe before then. This kind of depends on how much I read over the next couple of days. But I want to finish it in the next couple of days. That's my plan. I want to try and read more. Like I feel like I read a lot, but I also don't feel like I don't read a lot. Like I feel like I've slowed down and I want to pick back up again. I want to get through some more books. So maybe that's what I should do. Maybe tomorrow before work, I'm going to read a bit, and then in between like all my shifts at work tomorrow, because I have so much going on at work tomorrow, I'm going to read. So like I'm just going to read. We're going to read. We're going to read. We're going to read. We're going to read a lot. Okay. Anyways, goodbye. I can't stop thinking about hair tie dye. I can't stop thinking about Percy. Also, the day I made kimchi by hand and everything is the day I never shut the fuck up either because single thing in 3 days. I don't think that I'm in a reading slump. I think I'm in a life slump. Okay, I think I am in a life slump and I don't know how to fix it. So to kind of fix it, I just kind of take a breather and I'm doing things, letting myself just kind of free will, I guess. I mean, I always have free will. I can do whatever I want whenever I want. But I'm taking that quite seriously, as in, like, I'm not reading. If I want to scroll on TikTok, if I want to sit in my bed and scroll on TikTok for 6 hours, I'm letting myself do that. But also, I've been working my ass off the last couple of days where I'm working 12-hour shifts, 9-hour shift, the next day after said 12-hour shift. Like, I have been doing it all. But I'm hoping tomorrow, after going to Barnes and Noble, I will be in a reading mood. I will want to read. I have a feeling that I want to. I need to read. I have the urge to read. I want to read something. I would like to finish The Poppy War and I would like to finish Cruel King at some point, and it's going to happen. I need to make it happen. So, with that being said, I think I want to try a little quick 200-page book. Either I'm going to try this book or I'm either going to try some manga to help me kind of get in the groove of things again. And that book is There Are No Saints by Sophie Lark. This book is like 250 something pages. 258 pages. So this is not like a long book. I already knew that. I remember reading this, like I said, a couple years ago. And I really, 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 really enjoyed my first read through of it. Like, I think I rated this duet like a 5 star. Like, it's a 5 star read for me. Because I think this one was like a 4.5, and then the second one following it is a 5. So I'm gonna try this reread. Um, and also, like I said, I'm gonna try some manga because I feel like manga is the right solution when you're like in a life slump or anything. I started a new K drama. It's called Family by Choice. I literally saw a TikTok edit of like the main love interest in it, and I was like, I need to watch it. And so I watched the first episode of that today. So that's gonna also become my personality trait because I have a new K drama that I'm gonna obsess over. I haven't finished Shinzo yet, but I'm gonna go back to it. But like I said, I'm in a life slump. So everything I was doing previously to this little funk that I've been in lately, we're gonna dial back on it and try some new things. Okay, period. Um, I do need to film my monthly reset. I also need to finish editing this coming week's videos because today is Saturday. I haven't talked to you in a couple of days, like I said, and I haven't even gotten my February TBR video up or my weekly vlog up. I haven't even finished editing those. I haven't even started editing my February TBR video. I haven't finished my weekly vlog video yet, so I need to catch up. It's time to get it together. I think I'm gonna do some of this tomorrow after coming back from Barnes and Noble because I'm going to Barnes and Noble with my friends tomorrow. So tonight, I think I'm just gonna focus on chillaxing, letting me do whatever I want to do. And then we'll see where we go from there. But for right now, this is the plan. And I like my plan. My room is a little messy and I need to clean it up, but that's for tomorrow, Emerson. I do work 6 days next week. I work or 5 days next week. I work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then I'm off Sunday and Saturday. So we'll see. We'll see how life goes. I also need to start back filming my continuing series vlog, so I need to hop on that. So I think after this vlog ends, I'm going to go ahead and get started on that. By reading the book I said I was going to read, which you'll see in that video, which I haven't updated in a couple days either since I talked about starting a book, but I haven't even started that book. But we're gonna go do it, like I said, find some manga or read this. Kind of depends on what I do when I sit down, and then we'll go from there. just sat on this book. Anyways, hello besties. The last time I talked to you was approximately about 20 hours ago. Approximately. I'm not actually sure about that. I just know I last talked to you last night. It was Saturday. It is now Sunday, and I did some damage. I went to Barnes and Noble today, and I bought 3 more books. I'm not gonna show them to you in this vlog because I plan to do another. I do it. What? I'm not gonna show them to you in this vlog because I do plan to do like a book haul video either the end of February or the beginning of March. Somewhere in there, there's going to be a book haul video, and I'll include them then. But for now, I was gonna say I got them. One was a sequel to a book I already own, and then 2 were first books in series that I want to get to. And then out of the 2, one of them is on my 25 books to read in 2025. So, I mean, I guess it's okay, but that just means I literally cannot buy books. I'm gonna put myself on a little small book buying ban for about a month, and I can't buy any new books until the end of February because I wasn't supposed to buy any more books, but I bought 9 books in the month of January, and that's crazy. We're in 2025. I need to slow down. Um, but it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's okay. It's okay. It's great. It's great. It's fine. It's fine. I'm trying to justify this to myself, okay? And as I was buying books, we were at the cash register in line, and I bought a new bookmark. It says book on world off. If I could get the tassel out the freaking way like a bozo. And my fingers. There you go. Book on world off. And I thought that was cute because once I start reading, the outside world disappears. Okay? So I thought that was perfect for me. So yeah, I do have a new bookmark that I'm kind of actually loving. I actually really love the tassel. I broke the tassel off my 2 other ones, so I'm gonna be very careful with this one to make sure I don't like break it off and ruin it. I need to get more bookmarks from Barnes and Noble. I just don't go to Barnes and Noble enough. I need to find someone Etsy that I can buy too. Anyways, I didn't do pretty much any other stuff I told you I would do last night. I ended up getting in bed, watching a video, and eating and falling asleep. Like 1 minute I was awake, the next minute I'm asleep in bed. And then the next minute I'm waking up and it's like 7 a.m. And I was like, oh, right. So that being said, I did start There Are No Saints Today by Sophie Lark. I am only on chapter 6. Yeah, I'm at the beginning of chapter 6. I am 51 pages in. And I could give you a small synopsis of what this is about. Pretty much, this is about a girl and a guy. You're following his dual perspective. You are following Cole Blackwell, who is a sculptor in San Francisco. He is very wealthy and successful. Um, and so you also learn that Cole is a serial unaliver. Yeah. You learn that he's a serial unaliver. And actually, he has a rival sculptor whose name is Shaw. And he's also a serial unaliver. But they unalive the opposite gender. So like Cole unalives men, and then Shaw unalives women. And so one night they're at this like competition where the prize is like $10,000, and Shaw wins, and like he's taunting Cole, right? And like typical banter between 2 serial unalivers, like bashing each other for unaliving these people. And so he's like, why don't you unalive women? And he's like, they're too easy. And then he catches sight of Cole staring at this girl, and that is Mara, our FMC. And he basically kidnaps her and leaves her as a prize for Cole to get rid of, except Cole does not get rid of her. In fact, he just walks away from her, and then come to find out a few days later she's still alive and well. I don't know anything after that. Okay, besides the fact that I know this woman went through some pain, okay, in the chapter that we see her getting kidnapped in. I just wow. Okay, I knew this book was dark. I remember it being very dark. So I do recommend you look up your trigger warnings because, like I said, you have two serial unalivers, and you have this girl who is nearly the victim of said serial unalivers. So this is a very dark book. So look up your trigger warnings. But I'm enjoying it. I'm actually really liking it. Like I think Cole is a very different character than some of the like male main characters I've read in some of my dark romance books. Like you have Josh from Lights Out. You have Hook from the Never After series. You have what's his name? Tristan from The Predator by Renix. You have that. What else do you have? I just feel like he stands out against all of my like dark romance MMCs that I've ever read about, and I like him the most. I think him and Tristan are probably tied at the moment because Tristan, I adore that man. But yeah, I did end up. I'm kind of getting caught back up. I have finished editing and I have uploaded my weekly vlog that's going up on Wednesday. All I need to do is create a thumbnail for it, which I need to go back and do, and then I need to finish editing my February TBR video and get that uploaded. I'll probably do that tomorrow after work because I did be at work at 5:45 in the morning. So I'm gonna try and fall asleep at a decent time tonight. We'll see what happens. But yeah, I just want to update you guys on a little small update I have, which is basically I went to Barnes and Noble. I didn't want to record because I was like, I'm spending a day out with my friends. I haven't done that and I don't know how long, so I wanted it to be no phones, no recording. Next time I go with my friends, I'll record. But yeah, that's it. That's all I have for you. I am watching a YouTube video and I'm reading There Are No Saints because, like I said, it's a 200-page book. I could read this in like 2 sittings and call it a day. Point blank, period. Point blank, period. I'm ready to read more of this because, like I said, I'm really liking Cole. So I'm gonna go read more of this. Maybe do a little bit of editing of my TBR video. We'll see. We don't know. But yeah, that's the update for you. I'll see you tomorrow when I end this video, and then I need to finish. Oh, I also started filming my monthly reset video, which I will finish filming tomorrow after work. And once I do that, then I can end that and edit it and have it up. And then sometime later this week, I'll record my January wrap up. So I'll see you guys tomorrow for the outro at some point. Welcome to the end of this not so successful reading vlog because I got into like a 2-3 day life slump and did nothing besides like panic and get in my head a little bit too much. And I was falling into a depressive episode. I could feel it, but now I'm kind of not. I'm kind of in that like mellow ground right now where like I'm not in a depressive episode. I'm not falling into one, but there I could tilt where like I stay, go back up, or I could go back down and I spiral downward. So I this next week is probably gonna be me focusing on just doing things that I really, really enjoy. Because oh my goodness. I don't want to spiral down. Okay. 2025 has been a good year so far. 2024 and on a good note. Like I need to stay like up here, okay, and not down here. Okay. So we're gonna go back to doing simple life things that I enjoy. I think in my next vlog, we're going to start really diving deep on writing my book. These sticky notes right here are for my book. That's why they're just sitting there. They're gonna stay there for as long as possible, okay? And they're gonna get added to and all of that, just jazz. Over time as I write. But I think we're about to head first into this whole book writing thing because I know I said I was going to start working on it and I have yet to do so really yet. So this time I'm ready. I had to give myself in a good spot mentally. So I'm going to start this whole book journey and I'm so excited to have you guys come along with me. That means you might get a writing vlog here or there sometimes, or you'll see me writing and reading vlogs. Just be ready, okay? Let's get into the actual like books of this video. So obviously we had the Poppy War, which I was reading. I haven't touched in a couple of days, but I'm thinking after I finish There Are No Saints, I'm gonna go ahead and head back into this right here. Since this is the book I have been reading the longest, and try and finish it before the end of the month. If I don't, that's fine. I'm not gonna be mad at myself. But I want to try and get as close as finishing this before January is over. And maybe that'll be my first read in February if I don't finish it this month. There's only a couple days left. So do with that what you will. Um, and so here we are. I am on page 200 and something. I think maybe like 220, 250. Chapter 11, page 251. So I am just under like halfway through this book, I believe, because this book is over 500 pages. It's like 560 or something like that. So I'm just under halfway through this book. But I'm really enjoying this. I don't think it's gonna be a 5 star. It may be. Honestly, it probably is. Knowing me, I'm gonna rate this 5 stars because I love Art of Combs writing, and this book, although it's going to destroy me, yes, I love it nonetheless. And then Cruel King by Rena Kent. I think. Let me check on that. I am 46% of the way through that book. I am on chapter 26, page 189 on my iPad at least. So that's 46% of the way through the book. And I want to finish this before the end of January too. These are the two books I really want to finish before the end of January. If I don't, like I said, I'm not gonna be mad at myself because I did fall into like a slump of life for like 2-3 days. So I'm not really mad at myself. I can't help it. Things happen, life happens. You carry on and you put a smile on your face. Not saying, yeah. Anyways, so there's that. I'm really enjoying that. Especially if you have any idea what's going on right now, but really can't into like this controversy. She's trying to get canceled or whatever because this girl on TikTok made a video about how she was upset that Rena Kent won't write black characters in her books, but wrote like an MM romance. Girl, say it with me, guys. No representation is better than misrepresentation. Listen, she said her piece, okay? She made it known that she's uncomfortable writing about the black experience because she is not black and she knows nothing about it. There said and done, she did it really well. She handled it really well. And I love her for that. Don't try to cancel my queen. She is amazing. I love her. End of story. But I'm excited to be back in this world. I think I'm about to dive headfirst into the universe. I can feel it. I can feel it in my bones with the way I am loving cooking. I am about to devour the universe this year, and I'm excited. Don't even get me started. Don't even get me started. If I can read all 30 whatever books in the universe this year, pat on the back for myself. So there's that. And then towards the end of this video, I did start There Are No Saints by Sophie Lark. I am almost 50% of the way through this book. I am on chapter 15, page 119. And this book is like 258 pages long. Yeah, 258 pages. Loving it, devouring it. There was a scene I read in here last night that I forgot was in this book, but like it's a scene that lived rent free in my head. I just kind of forgot what book it was from, and it's from this book. And if you know what scene I'm talking about, it's a scene where Cole goes into Mara's house, and that's all I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna say anything from that. Do look at the trigger warnings for this book if you decide to read it based on me. Do look up your trigger warnings for this book, though, if you do decide to read it based on me and my recommendation of it, because it is about two serial livers. Our FMC is literally a victim and nearly died, okay, and then she ends up getting stalked by one of said serial unalivers and maybe falling in love with said serial unaliver, although right now it's kind of like an enemies plotline where it's a one for the enemies because Cole is obsessed with her while she's kind of like, who are you? What do you want from me? Go away. So that's this vlog, okay? Like I said, life slump, bookstore trip. Although I haven't even hauled the book, you can probably see them in the back of my video right now because you yeah. Anyways, that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed. Give a thumbs up, subscribe, comment, whatever you want to do. I think I'm about to start working on my continuing series vlog and go ahead and film that over the next like week and a half or so. So I'm gonna finish these books out and then we'll really seriously like dive deep into that video. And that will be up. I think that's supposed to go up around Valentine's Day or on Valentine's Day. I'm not really sure. Sometime in there it's supposed to go up. And so I'm excited for you guys to see it. I hope you enjoyed today's video. This is kind of like a last minute vlog. I'm just kind of throwing in there somewhere. I think it's supposed to go up next week. So I need to go ahead and get started on editing this so it can go up and you guys can see it and enjoy it, eat it up. So that being said, have a great day, evening, night, morning, afternoon, and whatever part of the world you are having it in. And I will see you in my next one. Goodbye.